Yo, what it is, man? It's your boy. You know, I already know, bro. I had to go ahead and get my post-fight reaction to Marcus Brown, Sir Marcus Brown against Artur beterbiev or Artur beterbiev or whatever you call it. The coming out of the fight, you could tell Artur beterbiev or beterbiev was basically collecting data. Marcus Brown, he was a little bit more busy, but nothing really was going on in the first few rounds, outside of Beterbiev just basically collecting data, and he was coming forward, but it wasn't effective aggression. And a lot of people get that mixed up. A lot of people think that just because you come forward, that means that should count for something. Like, nah, if you're not coming forward, if you're coming forward and you're not doing anything, it's a difference between aggressive aggression and effective aggression. And in the beginning of the rounds, Artur was applying pressure, but more so trying to get kind of get his distance together, to set Marcus Brown up. And one thing I was saying, like, Marcus as a southpaw, like, he pulls back a lot, and he's in line for that right hand. But in the early part of the rounds, Artur beterbiev was just basically setting up, trying to get his rhythm, trying to get his to measure his distance, and Marcus Brown wasn't doing too much. But I think by the third round, the first two rounds are the only rounds I gave Marcus Brown. From the third round on to the eighth or ninth or however long it was, Artur beterbiev, from the third round he started opening up more. Marcus Brown, he kind of at that point, he kind of almost just had it in his mind that he was just going to try to survive. You could tell. I didn't really feel like Marcus Brown was trying to win the fight after that point. In round four, they both they came together. The clash of heads opened up a very bad gash on Artur beterbiev. It reminds me of the Badu Jack cut, just not as bad, against. But ironically, it was against Marcus Brown when Badu Jack had that bad gash. Marcus Brown had a gash on it around his, I think it was his right eye. But then that's when Artur beterbiev he applied the pressure, and he just he basically he had his way with Marcus Brown. Marcus Brown, he basically he waved the white flag. He stopped. He was playing himself on the ropes a lot, where Artur beterbiev was able to land vicious combinations. He wasn't spinning off on angles or anything. Or I liked at the beginning of the fight, I like how Marcus Brown would hit and then top, kind of like how Bernard Hopkins would do. But he just basically he stopped all that, and it seemed like he was just trying to survive. He got caught with a nasty uppercut in the final round, dropped and took the 10 count. But I kind of expected that. But hey, that's my take on it, man. But what do I know? Until next time, see y'all tomorrow.